You're the last person in the world who should be lecturing me on my style. Now, I meant it as a compliment. How is that a compliment? Haha, now that's more like it. Sarah's so much fun to tease. She's really easy to wind up. Whatever the case, it's really nice to be eating real food again. What are you talking about? It's only been a couple of weeks, you know. For you, maybe, but I've gone a month of hospital food straight to nothing but instant noodles. Oh, right. I guess it has been a while for you. As much as I try to sympathize with Sarah, my life hasn't been too grand lately either. After suffering a severe head injury and losing months' worth of memories as a result, I received the grim news that our parents had been killed in a car crash. Worse, since the circumstances surrounding the crash were deemed suspicious, their assets were frozen, leaving Sarah and I without a dime. Finally, without any close relatives who we could rely on, I had little choice but to quit school and find a job, assuming responsibility for Sarah's well-being. So now, after suffering so much hardship in such a short amount of time, being able to indulge in a peaceful home life like this is a dream come true. Either way, you're right. It is nice. It feels like we've finally gotten some piece of our old lives back. I couldn't agree with you more. And with that in mind, dear sister, what will be the next step of the Tulsa Family Restoration Project? The what? If we're going to restore our lives to what they were, you need to plan out what we're going to do. What's next? A car? A bigger TV? A live-in maid? Like I'd let you get a live-in maid, you pervert. But you do have a point. We should have some kind of plan to manage from now on. What we need to do next... There are a lot of things still missing from this house. The facilities work and we have minor luxuries like a television and a refrigerator, but it's still a far way off feeling like home. It's not something we need to figure out right now. Just give it some thought. Right. I shouldn't get too excited about spending money we don't even have yet. Besides, we should be going to bed anyway. So... Right. We should get a second bed. Huh? I mean, even if there's only one bedroom in this house, there's still room for another bed. That way we need not share anymore. I'm sure many people would get the wrong idea if I said that I sleep with my sister, but there's really nothing dubious at play here. This house only has a single bedroom, and until now we couldn't afford a second bed. Furthermore, when I suggested that I take the couch, Sarah insisted that I need to sleep properly for work, and I could tell that she didn't want to be left alone in an unfamiliar house. Given the situation, I say our decision was correct. That's a waste of money. It is? But don't you want a bed of your own again? I mean, surely you're sick of... Focus on things we need, not things we want. Besides, it's getting late. We should think about it all tomorrow. Huh? I guess my idea wasn't as bright as I thought. Maybe Sarah isn't ready to sleep alone yet after all. Regardless, Sarah was right about one thing. We shouldn't get too excited about spending money we don't even have yet. I should have told Sarah where the money had come from and that there might not be any future payments like it. But I let the atmosphere go to my head, afraid to break the mood. For the first time since our parents died, Sarah was happy. And if tonight pans out, I'd be satisfied with merely prolonging her happiness, even just temporarily. After taking a shower and storing my earnings, I retreated to my bedroom for a few hours of sleep. Sarah fell asleep by my side, tightly clinging to my torso, greedily stealing my body heat until I too lost consciousness. Unfortunately, as nice as a peaceful, relaxing night in a warm bed sounds, tonight that pleasure will be short-lived. Whatever Marcus has planned, midnight is the deadline he gave me, and I don't plan on being late. Midnight meetings and corpse handling aside, the fact of the matter is that Marcus has already compensated me for work not yet done, not to mention the promise of more to come. Whatever reservations I have about this, I can't afford not to go. At the very least, I need to hear him out and see what he has in mind. And if the job he has lined up for me is as violent and well paid as my night so far would suggest, then...